Game Show Network. All play, all day.
Welcome to our number edition of Avcord presents 31 Days of Hallowinnings. On this special episode of 31 Days of Hallowinnings, we got to sit back and a winning big money moment of the classic 1990 episode of Jeopardy! Let's play Jeopardy! Right after these messages!
Channel 7, WABC-TV, New York. Walgreens.
This is Jeopardy! Now entering the studio are today's contestants. A homemaker and former teacher originally from New York City, New York, Gail Tinsley. A teacher from La Sierra, California, Robert Royce. And our returning champion, a book buyer from Arlington, Massachusetts, John Ledon, whose 4-day cash winnings total $44,800. And now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
Thank you, Johnny Gibbert. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome again to our half hour of answers and questions. Jeopardy. If you're the type of person who likes to compete against our contestants, you probably find this half hour to be an exciting one. It's even more exciting when one of our players is trying to become a 5-time undefeated champion in order to qualify automatically for the following season's $100,000 Tournament of Champions. And that's the situation with John Ledon today. He's a 4-time winner trying to make it 5 in a row. And to do that, he has to defeat these newcomers, Gail and Robert. Boy, do they look serious all of a sudden. That's it, smile. Good luck to both of you. Let's go to work and play this first round. One daily double in this round of play, and here are the categories for you. The Earth, fashion, autobiographies, the Bible, people, and finally, playing the harp, with harp in quotation marks. Those 4 letters, H-A-R-P, will appear in all of the correct responses. John, you select.
Let's try autobiographies for 100, please.
This black educator published his autobiography under the title Up From Slavery. Gail.
Who is George Washington Carver?
No. John.
Who is Booker T. Washington?
Booker T. Washington, correct.
Autobiographies for 200, please.
Dick Clark wrote the introduction to this singer's autobiography, Who's Sorry Now? Whose heart is aching? Not fast enough, John. The correct response, of course, who is Connie Francis? John, back to you.
Autobiographies for 300, please.
In 1930, after he was banished from the USSR, he wrote My Life, an attempt at an autobiography. Robert.
Who was Leon Trotsky?
Correct.
I'll take autobiographies for 400, please.
Ba Ba Black Sheep is the 1958 autobiography of this World War II flying ace. Gail.
Who is Pappy Boyington?
Yes.
Autobiographies for 500, please.
Black Knight, White Knight is the story of this heiress and her search for happiness. Gail.
Who is Gloria Vanderbilt?
Good for $500 more.
People for 100, please.
Answer. Her name was supposed to be Orpah, but it was misspelled on her birth certificate. Gail.
Who is Oprah Winfrey?
That is correct.
People for 200, please.
This host of 2020 said one of his greatest thrills was moving the South Pole marker in Antarctica. Gail?
Who is Hugh Downs?
Right.
People for 300, please.
This star of Cat Ballou is buried in Arlington National Cemetery next to Joe Louis. Gail?
Who is Lee Marvin?
Yes.
People for 400, please.
In 1989, this Odd Couple star played half of an odd couple in M. Butterfly. Gail?
Who is Tony Randall?
Right.
People for 500, please.
This comic creator's hometown, Woodstock, Illinois, hosted one of the first showings of Dick Tracy. John?
Who is Chester Gould?
That's correct for $500.
Playing the harp for 100, please.
After hurling one of these, Captain Ahab dies, tangled in its line. Robert?
What is a harpoon?
Right.
Playing the harp for 200, please.
It's smaller and lighter than a piano, with 1 to 3 keyboards called manuals. John?
What is a harpsichord?
Yes.
Playing the harp for 300, please.
Mark Twain and Booth Tarkington regularly contributed to this monthly. Gail?
What's Harper's Bazaar?
No. John?
What is Harper's?
Harper's or Harper's Magazine. Yes, Harper's Bazaar is incorrect. John, you have 1,100. You trail Gail by 400. And Robert has 400. He trails Gail by 1,100. That sound easy? We're going to take a break right now. When we come back, we'll be chatting with the players and then continuing with more answers and questions in this first round of Jeopardy. So please, stay right where you are.
Some of the times I enjoy most are with these little guys. But for many my age, getting the most out of life is blurred by cataracts. It just doesn't have to be that way anymore. Nowadays, cataract removal is simple. There's no hospital stay, and the procedure is even covered by Medicare. Don't let a cataract rob you of moments like these. Call us.
Call 544-3611 at Maddox Cataract Surgery Center. Cost will never stand in the way of your eyesight.
25,000 people a day should be receiving this free Pierre Cardin alarm clock telephone, and you can be one of them. Jean?
To get your free phone, just preview Craftmatic beds before you buy any bed. 25,000 people buy flat beds every day, so Craftmatic is offering this free Pierre Cardin alarm clock phone as a bribe to preview their adjustable beds. Steve?
Jean, our investigations reveal this Model 2 adjustable bed actually costs less than the Serta, Sealy, Simmons, and Stearns & Foster flatbeds. So before you pay more to sleep on a quality flatbed, preview Craftmatic beds. Even if you buy no bed at all, you'll get this $30 Pierre Cardin alarm clock phone free. Call toll-free so Craftmatic can mail you this adjustable bed catalog and this coupon for your free alarm clock phone right away.
Call 1-800-453-5800. That's 1-800-453-5800, toll-free. Call 1-800-453-5800.
Celebrate 30 years with the Bear, Don Haskins. Enjoy minor basketball at the Special Events Center. Good seats are available for all UTEP home games. Tickets are available at the UTEP Ticket Center and at all Dillard's locations. For ticket information, call 747-5234. That's 747-5234. The Miners take on the Trojans of Arkansas Little Rock Monday, December 17th at 7:35 at the Special Events Center. Good seats are available.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. All three of our contestants competing on the program today have or have had some association with the teaching profession. The first player we introduced, Gail Tinsley, originally from New York City, is now a homemaker but was once a teacher. Where?
In Vancouver, British Columbia.
What did you teach?
I taught writing, literature, communication.
Weren't you involved in a UN conference of some kind held in Vancouver?
Yes, I was coordinator of planning and operations for Habitat, which was the 1976 United Nations conference held there.
I see, and it was a big success, too. So you did your work well.
Thank you.
And you're playing our game well. Keep it going. The man next to you, Robert Royce from La Sierra, California, is currently a teacher, but I'm more interested in your collection.
The mask collection. Yes, I collect masks of gods, monsters, deities of different countries.
How far back do you go?
It's not so much how far back as what I can afford.
Oh, really?
Yeah, from travels.
That will limit you until you win on Jeopardy and win a lot of money, and then you can go out and buy all the masks you need.
Yeah,
or want.
hopefully, yes.
Okay. John LeDunn from Arlington, Massachusetts, is a book buyer at the Harvard Co-op, so he's associated with a school of higher learning, and he was telling me during the commercial break that you've encountered a lot of very famous people at the store.
Yeah, a lot of people come and visit our store, whether they're visiting Harvard or whatnot. Everyone from the Prime Minister of Japan was there recently, Sheikh Yamani, the ex-oil minister from Saudi Arabia.
Are they asking for hard-to-get books? What are they picking up?
Well, they come in and get different things. Sheikh Yamani was shopping for coloring books for his little boy. A lot of people come in and buy Harvard T-shirts and sweatshirts. The Japanese especially like those.
All righty. Well, you guys are doing well then. Let's get back into this game, John. You are in control of the board. You have $1,100. You're in second place. Make a selection.
Playing the harp for 400, please.
Answer there. Eagle, named for the mythical flying monster it resembles. John?
What is a harpy?
Harpy eagle, yes.
Playing the harp for 500, please.
She won a Pulitzer for her first novel, To Kill a Mockingbird. John?
Who is Harper Lee?
Right.
The Earth for 100, please.
From the Greek for reed, kana. It's a gorge cut out by a river or flowing water. Gail?
What's a canal?
No. Robert?
What is a canyon?
Canyon is right.
I'll take fashion for 100, please.
Wearing a red ribbon around the neck was a fad during this country's reign of terror. Gail?
What's France?
Correct.
Fashion for 200, please.
Elsa Schiaparelli introduced the shocking shade of this color in 1947, creating a sensation. John.
What is pink?
Right.
The Earth for 200, please.
If this effect did not exist, the Earth would be 60 degrees Fahrenheit colder than it currently is. Robert?
What is the greenhouse effect?
That's right.
I'll take the Earth for 300, please.
Atoll islands are made of this. John?
What is coral?
Correct.
The Earth for 400, please.
Desert plants are xerophytic, or drought-resistant, and halophytic, tolerant of this. Gail?
What is heat?
No. John?
What is sunlight?
No. Robert doesn't want to try it. Halophytic, they are tolerant of salt, the halides. John, back to you.
The Earth for 500, please.
This line follows the 180th meridian for most of its distance. John?
What is the international date line?
Correct, for 500.
Fashion for 300, please.
Men's hats with this many corners were virtually a universal fad in 18th century Europe. Gail?
What is 3?
Yes.
Fashion for 400, please.
Spike heels, popular in the 1960s, are also known as these, which makes them sound like slender daggers. Gail?
What is stilettos?
That's it.
Fashion for 500, please.
A slip worn by infants, or the name of Hamlet's mother. Gail?
What is Gertrude?
Gertrude is right.
The Bible for 100, please.
Jesus said to do this unto him who smiteth thee on the one cheek. John?
What is turn the other cheek?
Correct.
The Bible for 200, please.
With less than a minute to go. It's the 5th book of the New Testament, or the first book of the Bible listed alphabetically. Gail?
What is Deuteronomy?
No. Robert?
What is Amos?
No. Both of you were in the Old Testament. We're concerned with Acts. The Acts. John, back to you.
The Bible for 300, please.
In listing the 12 apostles, the Gospels always mention his name first. Robert?
What is Luke?
No. John or Gail? When they list the 12 apostles, they usually start off with Peter. St. Peter. John?
The Bible for 400, please.
The answer there is the Daily Double. And John, just before you decide on your wager, we have a scoring change to announce, and it affects Gail. I've just been informed that your response of canal a few moments ago in the Earth category is acceptable, and so that will give you back the $100, and we'll add 100, so your score is now 2,300. John, you make your wager based on the scores that your opponents have and on how comfortable you feel with this category, the Bible.
I'll try 500, Alex.
For 500, here is the clue for you. Nebuchadnezzar dreamt of a tree reaching to heaven. He dreamt of a ladder.
Who was Jacob?
Jacob is right, and that takes you to 3,200 and first strike out of the Jeopardy round. You have a $900 lead over Gail. Robert on the board with 200. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll start the double Jeopardy round.
Till Christmas, and at Pick and Save, if you don't shop now, you're going to miss out.
Large Christmas bags only 49 cents. Matching party goods only 98 cents. Christmas tins 69 cents to $3.98. Remote control vehicles, big selection, only $3.98. 90 square feet of Christmas wrap with bows, just $3.98. And assorted Christmas ornaments, just 98 cents.
Get holiday bargains at closeout prices today at Pick and Save. Ho, 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 ho. Hello, I'm News 7 Sports Director Fred Albers, and I would like to say thank you. Thank you for your generosity. Last month, I asked you to send any sporting publication you may have to Channel 7, and we in turn would forward them to our soldiers overseas. Well, I'm happy to report we have collected more than 5,000 magazines, and they're now in Saudi Arabia with our soldiers on Operation Desert Shield. Our soldiers will not be home for the holidays, but thanks to your generosity, we have brought a little bit of our home to them. Thank you.
Thank you for staying with us, ladies and gentlemen. It's time now for the double Jeopardy round. We have 2 daily doubles in this round. Dollar figures first, and the categories, which are Early America, Biology, Mother Goose, Democrats, Europe, and George Gershwin. And Robert, it's your choice.
I'll start with Gershwin for 200, please.
In a 1927 song, this letter comes before wonderful, marvelous, awful nice, and paradise. John.
What is S?
S. Wonderful, right.
Europe for 200, please.
In this country, a grosz she saved is a grosz she earned. John.
What is Hungary?
No. Robert or Gail? Country is Poland. John, we go back to you.
Europe for 400, please.
As the Babylonians lived under the code of Hammurabi, the French live under this code. Gail.
Who is Napoleon?
Correct.
Europe for 600, please.
In the 1970s, this country lost its territories of Cape Verde, Mozambique, and Timor. John.
What is Portugal?
That is right.
Europe for 800, please.
The age of Metternich, from 1809 to 1848, was named for this country's leading statesman. Gail.
What is Austria?
Right.
Europe for 1,000, please.
The Kalmar Union united these three countries from 1397 to 1523. What are Denmark, Norway, and Sweden? Gail, would you select again?
Mother Goose for 200, please.
March winds and April showers bring forth these. John.
What are May flowers?
Correct.
Democrats for 200, please.
James Cox's 1920 running mate who was stricken with polio the next year. Robert.
Who was FDR.
FDR. Franklin Delano Roosevelt is correct.
Yes, I'll take Democrats for 400, please.
In 1988, George Bush debated Michael Dukakis, and Dan Quayle debated him. Ooh, that's going to hurt Senator Lloyd Benson that you did not remember him. Robert, would you select again?
I'll take Democrats for 600, please.
This city has a good mayor, W. Wilson Good. John.
What is Philadelphia?
Correct.
Democrats for 800, please.
Answer there, the Daily Double. One of them. You have increased your lead just a bit. You now have $1,100 more than Gail.
I'll try for 2,000.
In Democrats, here is the clue for you. He was the first Democrat to become president in the 20th century.
Who is Wilson?
Correct. Boy, you seem to agonize over those daily doubles, but you come up with a correct response all the time. Nicely done. Go again.
Thanks. Democrats for 1,000, please.
When Robert Byrd flies the Senate coupe and heads for home, he goes to this state. Robert?
What is West Virginia?
That's right.
I'll take Gershwin for 400, please.
Answer in that category. Lady Be Good was the first musical he wrote entirely with this lyricist. John?
Who is Ira Gershwin?
That is right.
Biology for 200, please.
Plants are green because this substance absorbs blue, violet, and red light. John?
What is chlorophyll?
Correct.
Biology for 400, please.
This firm and flexible skeletal material is also called gristle. Gail?
What is cartilage?
Yes.
Mother Goose for 400, please.
They were the three men in a tub. Gail?
Who are the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker?
Right.
Mother Goose for 600, please.
After Jack fell down and broke his crown, he went to bed to mend his head using brown paper and this liquid. Gail?
What is vinegar?
Right.
Mother Goose for 800, please.
Simon thought he could not fail to catch this because he had a pinch of salt to put upon his tail. Couldn't fail to catch a bird. Gail, back to you.
Mother Goose for 1,000, please.
Ride a cock horse to this destination to see a fine lady upon a white horse. Gail.
What is Banbury Cross?
That's right, for 1,000.
Biology for 600, please.
Answer there, the Daily Double. John has $1,300 more than you at this moment, Gail.
1,300, please.
A tie for first place if you respond correctly in this biology category. Here is the clue. Class of glands, also called ductless glands, since they have no opening to the exterior.
What are the adrenal glands?
No, sorry.
The other one.
What are the other one? The endocrine? Endocrine glands is the correct response. All right, that cost you. You're down to 4,600. Go again.
Biology for 800, please.
Valine, tryptophan, and lysine are three of the essential types of these acids. John?
What are amino acids?
You are right.
Biology for 1,000, please.
Term for the part of the Earth and its atmosphere inhabited by living things. John?
What is the biosphere?
Good.
Early America for 200, please.
Among those who took part in the Boston Tea Party was this midnight rider. John?
Who was Paul Revere?
Right.
Early America for 400, please.
After a 4-year survey, this line between Pennsylvania and Maryland was completed in 1767. Robert?
What was the Mason-Dixon line?
That's right. We have less than a minute to go.
I'll take Early America for 600, please.
Weary of the office, Thomas Jefferson resigned this post in 1793. He resigned as Secretary of State. Robert, back to you.
I'll take Early America for 800, please.
Thomas Paine argued the cause of independence in this January 1776 pamphlet. Gail.
What is common sense?
Yes.
Early America for 1,000, please.
In 1775, Daniel Boone led a party in blazing this trail through the Cumberland Gap. It was called the Wilderness Trail. We have
Gershwin?
3 more clues to go.
Gershwin for 1,000, please.
For 1,000. This political satire was the first musical to win a Pulitzer Prize in drama. Gail?
What's Porgy and Bess?
Oh, darn. Sorry, that's wrong. John or Robert? It was called Of Thee I Sing. Gail, select
800,
again.
please.
When Al Jolson sang it, this song became Gershwin's first big hit. John?
What is Mammy?
No. Robert or Gail? Correct response, what is Swanee? Let's not take a look at that last clue. John in the lead with 8,400. It isn't quite a runaway. Gail has 4,400. Robert has 1,800. Final Jeopardy coming up in a moment. An important Final Jeopardy for John. He wants to be a 5-time undefeated player. The champion will keep the cash. The other players will receive some very nice prizes. Johnny, what do we have today?
Well, for today's second-place contestant, this Hot Point range is a complete cooking center with a large self-cleaning lower oven and electronic-controlled microwave upper oven. Features black glass door with window from Hot Point. And the Elegance Kitchen Nutrition cooking system featuring whistling temp tone. This unique healthy food preparation method helps preserve vitamins and minerals from Regal. For today's third-place contestant, this advanced flat-screen 20-inch stereo TV from Funai features high-tech styling, on-screen display, and remote control, and much more. Funai, designed and engineered in Japan. And all contestants receive either the Jeopardy home game featuring 48 all-new Jeopardy games or the computerized version of Jeopardy. And now, once again, here's Alex.
Let's take a look at our Final Jeopardy category. Today it is business and industry, and we will have the clue for these players and for you right after this break.
Hungry. Got an appetite that's fully grown. And a brand new syrup to call his own. Hungry? Yeah, he's hungry. For new Hungry Jack syrup. For this big guy, it's Hungry Jack. It's thick and rich. That's a fact. Hungry. So give him that syrup.
Hungry big guy.
And just stand back.
Whoa. Whoa.
New Hungry Jack syrup for the Hungry Jack in your house.
What would it take to get you to change from Advil or Tylenol? How about New Bear Plus? Bear Plus has Bear Aspirin for powerful pain relief. And Stomach Guard to help prevent stomach upset. So bang pain back. With the wonder drug that's got it all, New Bear Plus.
Whose underwear is under there?
Fruit of the Loom, because it fits.
This holiday season, give the comfort and quality of Fruit of the Loom and get up to $4 back.
If you plan to be in the Los Angeles area and would like to be a contestant on Jeopardy, please send a postcard to Jeopardy Contestants, 5842 Sunset Boulevard, Hollywood, California, 90028.
From Touchstone Pictures, people are flocking to see Three Men and a Little Lady again and again.
I'm starting a wave.
They're coming back for the honesty.
I'm impotent. I find that so charming in a man.
Coming back for the sophistication.
I was constipated.
I bet he says that to all the girls.
Coming back for the sex appeal.
Take me. That's my kind of horse.
Coming back for that special feeling of the funniest movie of the year.
Nice going, you guys.
Three Men and a Little Lady, rated PG. Now playing at a theater near you. Check newspapers for showtimes.
And industry is our Final Jeopardy category. In a moment, contestants, you'll get the clue. You'll then have 30 seconds to write down your question. Be sure you phrase your response correctly. Final Jeopardy answers this. When this soap was first made in 1898, it was named for the 2 oils it contained. Good luck. Jewish religion, there is the Day of Atonement. On television, on our program, Final Jeopardy is in many ways the moment of atonement. If you've had problems in the earlier rounds, you can make up for it here. Let's see if that's the case for Robert, who ran into some bad luck. He finished in 3rd place with 1,800. What was his response? What is palm olive? It is the moment of atonement for you. That is a correct response. What was your wager? 1,800. You now have 3,600. As we go to Gail, she had 4,400, and her response was, what is Fell's naphtha? Sorry, that didn't work out for you. Your wager was 4,400. That'll knock you down to 0, and we come down to John LeDun, who wants to be a 5-time undefeated champion. Did he come up with a correct response? He did indeed. How much money are you going to take away from our program? 2,000 more today. That's 10,400 for a 5-day total of 55,200 and a chance to come back next year to play in the Tournament of Champions. Congratulations, John. You played very, very well. And thanks to our other players. We'll be back with 3 new contestants tomorrow right here on Jeopardy. Join us then. So long.
Today's second and third place contestants will receive Lens Crafters. Lens Crafters in-store labs custom craft your top quality eyeglasses in about an hour. 300 stores nationwide. Lens Crafters. Paul Mitchell Professional Salon Products. Luxurious hair care and styling tools. Never tested on animals. Paul Mitchell, your style demands it. Remember, holidays just aren't the same without Lifesavers Keepsake Tin and Sweet Storybook. Lifesavers candy. Isn't life delicious? Joe Namath calls Flexall a winner. Flexall is endorsed by the Athletic Trainer Associations of professional football, basketball, baseball, and hockey. The Professional Salad Shooter Electric Slicer Shredder from Presto. A great big idea for salads and much, much more. Big capacity and power. 2,000 Flushes brand automatic toilet bowl cleaners. The easy way to keep your toilet sparkling clean and fresh up to 4 months. And it's America's favorite sausage, Faster. Enjoy Jimmy Dean sausage biscuits and have the breakfast you didn't think you had time for. This is Johnny Gilbert speaking. Jeopardy is a production of Bird Griffin Enterprises and is distributed by King World.
Happy Halloween from KFDA.
That's our show for today. We'll be back next time for another Adam Curry Spooky episode. Good night, everybody.